Welcome back to the fourth part of this tutorial, or even the fifth. To be honest, I lost sight of how many videos I've already did. In this part, we're gonna upload and create our first function and make the skill that we develop available and working. So to try this out, we have to develop now the backend logic of everything we just set up, because in the last part we connected the Lambda function we created to the skill that we developed, and now we're gonna create the logic that is in this Lambda function. So what we're gonna do is, I created already a folder called tutorial, excuse me, and we're gonna right click right here and open this with code. So when code started up, we have to install or we have to create a new Lambda function. Everything you need to create a new Lambda function you should have installed in part 1 of this video. If not, go back and just watch part 1 where everything is explained what you have to have. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna open a new terminal in code. I'm gonna drag this up right here, and we're gonna write in .NET new lambda dot empty function, and we're gonna add -- name, and we can call this function now a name. Let's call this function my first function. We're gonna press enter. This will take a while, but will create us a template of the Lambda function. As soon as this terminal receives, you can keep on writing here. You are done. You can just close Studio here, Visual Studio Code. Just go into source, go into my first function, and here we're gonna open with code again. So source, my first function, source, my first function. When you open up, see this folder, it should say something like down here .NET restore, right? So there are unresolved dependencies. Please execute the restore command to continue. And we're gonna do this right now. So we're gonna click restore, and now everything will get errors. Just don't worry about that. That's okay, because it's gonna fix itself, and then we are good to go. So once we've done this and nothing is red or any problems occurred, you can go ahead and click on this function. And now here we are with our Lambda function that we're gonna upload. So that's everything we need for now, just to handle the input that is coming in. So we're gonna just test this out, because this should work in any case. So we're gonna write .NET build and just press enter. This is gonna create our build that we're gonna upload. As next, we're gonna create we're gonna write .NET publish. Press enter. Now this is gonna create a publish folder that we're gonna have access to. And now we're gonna go to the bin folder to debug. We're gonna have this .NET Core 2.1 folder here. We're gonna have the publish folder. So go inside the publish folder, and here we're gonna have some DLLs. This is very important now. Go ahead, mark everything that is in this folder. I'm gonna use 7-zip in this case, and add it to an archive called, in my case, publish. That's okay. And we're gonna have this zip published archive right here. So good. So far, so good. Now we're gonna go back to our AWS Lambda, click on this Lambda function here, so we get this function code. What we're gonna do now is press upload. We're gonna go to the folder we just created, navigate. Oh wait, I will do this slowly. Yeah? Navigate to the folder we just created, to the publish folder. So we're gonna do the same thing. Now go to bin, debug, .NET Core, publish, and here we have this zip. And we only can upload this zip file. This is the only valid method to do so. It's a little bit complicated. It's pretty unnecessary to do it so, but that's the way how it works for now. So we're gonna just double click this to open this. No errors here. That's very important. And one more thing before we save our changes is we're gonna go ahead and take a string that we need. So I'm gonna close this one here, and we're gonna go ahead and get the string that we need. So as you see here, we have to give the handler. So that means just where the function is in our whole code. And this handler is pretty cool that I don't have to explain anything to you. Just go ahead back to your Lambda function, click on AWS Lambda Tools default JSON, and here we have the function handler and this string. So just copy this, what's inside the parentheses, go back and put it here into this function handler method, and this should be correct. So now when you have done this, just go ahead and save. This is gonna take a while. So when everything is okay, you should get a green just green checkbox which says everything is okay, and now we can test our function. So we're gonna do this just to see if our function even works. To test our function, that's pretty basic and simple. We just click on this drop down right here. We're gonna say add a new test. We can use a hello world as a basic, but we're not gonna do this. We're just gonna call our function test function, just why not, and gonna change this value from here to a string. Let's say hello world. So we wrote hello world here as a string, and that's very important because when we go back to our function here, we are expecting a string. So our string is the input. You don't have to pass this one. This one will always be passed with any request you do. So this is automatically set, but we have to set this first value, which is the string input. And what this function does is just take the input that it got. So we said hello world and do it to an uppercase. So everything is written with uppercase letters. So let's see if this works. So we have our test here. We're gonna say create. Now we can select our test function from this dropdown and click test. This will take a moment, and if this box here is green and you can click on details, you will see we got hello world back, all in uppercase, so our function works perfectly. And I think I'm gonna end this video now here, because that's pretty much for the first time, and I'm gonna see you in this next episode when we're gonna create a skill response that is gonna be sent when we call the skill. So this won't work if we call now, if we say to Alexa start tutorial, this won't work. Because it's not the right format it returns. We're gonna adjust everything we need for this skill later. For now, only the function has to work. So if you get anything green here, that's great. See you in the next episode.